Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information with a video on the 2023 Ford Bronco. We're covering through all the complete guide videos for all the different trims for the Bronco, so you have a good idea of kind of what each of the trim includes, as standard as well as possible options and such. And we're going to continue that with the Heritage Edition with this video. So this is a new trim for this year. So this Heritage Edition is pretty cool, bringing back the kind of the look of 1966 to this year, which is really cool. So it's a cool package to have. And so if you like videos, kind of like this, we're covering all the different, equipment, different Ford models, or if you want to stay updated on news, you probably like our YouTube channel. So hit that red subscribe button down below so you can subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you can stay notified when we have another video uploaded to the channel. So we're going to cover, again, mention the standard equipment as well as the different packages in this video and standalone options. So you can move around all you want to. Use the timestamps down below to do that. There will also be a timestamp for our free shipping and a conclusion at the end. So we do free shipping. If you want to get an order 23 from us, you can. Hopefully you have a good local dealership that can help you out and get that done and accomplished for you. But we do have a good number of allocations for this year based on how many 22 rollover orders we have. So I think we're going to be able to take some quite a few Bronco orders for this year. So feel free to reach out to us if you want to, and we'll have more information about our free shipping policy at the end of the video. So let's jump in. Let's talk about some of the mechanical features first. So we're going to start by talking about some mechanical features, and I will use Ford's website because they actually have it updated for the 2023 model year. And so we're going to go over there and kind of show you some of those, how to get there. So if you go into, of course, you're on Ford.com right here, you go to SUVs and crossovers, you're going to find the Bronco. So I know it says 22 Bronco, but click on the build and price, and it actually does pull up to 23 model year. They need to kind of update that on the front page, but you are getting the 23. And again, we did a video on the base, Big Bend, Black Diamond, and Outer Banks. And if we scroll down, I have the little arrows down here. You have the Heritage Edition available in the 2-door or the 4-door configuration. And we're going to go through it and here as well. So start your build, and that'll get us in so we can kind of use this for images and such. Again, available in 2-door and 4-door. Let's go down to the powertrain and kind of talk about this. The standard engine is a 2.3 liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder engine, whether it's the 2-door or the 4-door version, as well as a 7-speed manual transmission. It is the same way on both 2-door or 4-door as well. So that is going to be standard. It is the 4x4 full-time drive because Sasquatch package is standard equipment on the Heritage Edition here. So that's what drivetrain, and your gear ratio is going to be the 4.7 axle, again, because you're getting the Sasquatch package, and you're going to get front and rear locker as well. We'll talk about more about that here in just a little bit. So for the engine, also, don't forget, I want to mention, does have the auto start-stop technology. It means if you come up to the stoplight and stop sign, press the brake, it'll shut the vehicle off, let go of the brake, it's going to turn it back on. Now, that's something you can deactivate for each engine cycle. There's a little A with the circle around it there by your temperature controls. Between that and the screen, you just press that, and it will deactivate it for that engine cycle. Now, kind of going back, this does come standard with the Sasquatch package, so it will come with a high clearance suspension with the position sensitive Bilstein shocks that'll become standard. It'll have the 4.7 final drive ratio with the front and rear electronic locking differentials, so real great upgrade with that. You will get the train management system with the different GOAT modes. Will come with the normal, eco, sport, slippery, mud ruts, and sand. This is based off the Big Bend trim, so you're getting those same GOAT modes as you do with the Big Bend trim there. You do get the electric power assist steering. The E-Pass is what we like to call it. Electronic stability control. You have the parking brake, electronic traction control as well, hill start assist, and for those of you with the manual transmission, you will also get the hill descent control, and you get the front stabilizer bar. So that's all going to be all your mechanical features that are going to come standard on this. And keep in mind, you can upgrade to the automatic transmission. We'll talk about options later. So you can get automatic transmission as well as the 2.7 if you'd like, but those are always options. So we'll cover that when we get to the optional equipment. But let's now jump into some of the safety features. Now, if you watched any of the other videos we've already done, the same safety features as the other trims. This is probably a point where you could go ahead and go on to the next section if you've watched those videos. But for those of you just watching this one, let's go ahead and go through some of the safety features. For airbags first, you have the driver and front passenger dual stage airbag. Deploys a different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. Also does have the safety, the driver and front passenger side impact airbag. So if you have a side collision, deploys an airbag from the side of the seat to help protect that occupant from that side collision. Also, you get the safety canopy side curtain airbag that deploys down, so with the rollover sensor. So if the vehicle rolls over, it deploys those down to help protect you, hopefully, from breaking glass and other metal and stuff coming into the cabin. Also, you do have the pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking. So brake support, you do have the collision warning as well. So if it alerts you, lets you know if the car in front of you is going slower and you're going to end up hitting them, it's going to alert you a series of tones, and it usually puts a red on the instrument cluster as well that you need to stop and tell you that, and preloads those brakes. So that way when you go to press the brake, it's going to stop even faster. Also, you do get post-collision braking. So if you're in an accident, maybe you're wandering off, you're not able to stop, or the vehicle just trying to coast, it'll brake the vehicle so that way you don't go off into an area where you don't need to. You do also get advanced track with roll stability control. The whole point behind advanced track, we like to say around here, is helps you keep you on your intended path. So uses a series of brakes around the vehicle to go and acceleration to help you keep you going in that curve and following that to keep you where you're wanting to go, or also maybe it's slick outside and all that. It'll help that with that as well. For the four-door versions, you will also get the child safety locks for those rear doors. So you can lock those rear doors out so that way the kids can't open them even if the vehicle's shut off. That way they can only get out by you opening their door from the outside. Also, perimeter alarm. Perimeter alarm is a great feature to have because it really helps protect the vehicle when you have the vehicle turned off and you have it locked. So if nobody's in the vehicle, have that vehicle locked, somebody breaks into the windows or moves around inside the vehicle, it's going to set off the alarm. So honk the horns, flash the lights, and such like that. Also has an inclination sensor, which means if somebody tries to jack the front or the back up, taking those wheels off, then it'll also alert and let go off the same way. Honk the horns and flash the lights for you. So a great perimeter alarm that comes standard with the Heritage Edition. All right, now let's look at the exterior of the vehicle here, and we're going to start here. I got this image up here. We'll start with the paint colors first. So looking at that, you do have this available in the black, and you have available in the cactus gray, available in carbonized gray metallic, race red, and azure gray, which is an extra $1,000. It is a tri-coat color there, so that's available in those 5 color choices for this year. Now we're going to use this image here to kind of go through some of the exterior features on the vehicle. So first off, you'll notice the grille. So this is a Oxford white painted front grille. It does look like the kind of the base and the black diamond grille in a way of design, but it's going to be Oxford white painted up here instead of that carbon, instead of like a molded in finish to it. And it'll have Ford red lettering instead of the Bronco. So it's going to be race red for those letters. And so instead of Bronco, you're going to see Ford up there on the front. So a little bit different design and look there for you. But that's what that's going to look like. You will still have your active grille shutters that open and close when it needs to help keep that engine cooled off. Your bumpers, same bumper as you see on the black diamond in a sense. It does have the powder coated steel bumper up here, so real nice. I love the tow hooks and the way they look on there. You will have LED fog lights as you see, and you'll have LED headlights for you. And then the LED headlights up here are going to come on and off when you have it in the auto setting. When it gets dark, it comes on. When it gets light out, it's going to turn those off. Also, with this bumper, you're also going to get the steel bash plate on the front section of the vehicle. So front steel bash plate with that bumper. Also, you do get front tow hooks, as you can see with those there. They're a little bit different than they are on the Big Bend, because this is kind of based off the Big Bend, going up on equipment, but that's a couple different changes that you have for this. You have the fender tie down still, so those are going to be just like you'd see on all the other Broncos. Allow you to be able to, you can see the corners, or you can set up guidelines for that if you want to put for limb wires. You can do that as well with that, or LED lights if you wanted to, that kind of thing. And then we also do have the configurable daytime running lights as well, so you can configure those on to be on during the daytime if you'd like to, as well as it does have the auto high beams, which a lot like your automatic headlights, they'll come on when it's dark enough outside. If you're in the city lights or somebody approaches you, it'll shut them off. And again, auto high beams as well as the configurable daytime running lights are settings you can activate and deactivate, and your lighting section of your vehicle settings screen for those 2 features there. Now moving around over here to the side, you will see the unique wheel here. So it is a 17-inch unique white painted alloy wheel. So really cool wheel there. Actually really resembles a lot of the same wheel design as the Everglades, which was new last year. It was gray though. This is going to be Oxford white to go along with that and give us that nice look for this year. You will have the P255 75 R17 all season 32-inch tires. Actually, that is not upgraded. I didn't change the tires on that. No, you will have the mud terrain tires as part of the Sasquatch package here. Going off my notes here. So you will have the Sasquatch tire to go along with that wheel, because you do have the Sasquatch package here. Individual tire pressure monitoring system for that as well. So monitors those tires. You will have 4-wheel disc brakes with ABS. And notice the fender flares. So these are nice fender flares, only really available on the Heritage Edition, and I believe also on the Everglades Edition. But they are pretty cool fender flares here, molded in black over there on the side. So you also have the Bronco Heritage stripe graphic down the side. Looks pretty cool there. Also, the tube step running boards over here. So pretty cool running boards. They're going to come standard with this trim. Molded in black mirror caps and door handles on the vehicle too. So kind of bring that in. Also more durable that way. The mirrors are going to be power and heated feature for the mirrors. And you will have the Bliss. That's that blind spot information system with cross traffic alert. So if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to be a light in the corner of that mirror unless it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. As you're backing up, if someone's going to cross your path behind you, it's going to alert you as well. A series of tones that you shouldn't back up. Puts a message on the screen as well, the center productivity screen. Get the word out there. Also on your backup camera, you can see a little arrow that's telling you which way they're coming from, which is pretty cool as well. Also, because this is an upgrade and part of the mid package is included in this from the Big Ben trim, you're also getting the lane keeping system. So lane keeping system has a driver alert feature that if you take your hand off the steering wheel too often, it'll alert you and let you know that you're doing that. Also, if you are you're leaving your lane, it'll vibrate the steering wheel and let you know you left your lane when you have it on the alert system. When you actually try to use the aid system or both of those systems, when you go over the line, it'll keep you in your line. So lane keeping system is a pretty cool feature. Also, you do have the remote keyless entry with remote start for your automatic transmission. Manual transmission will not have a remote start, so that way you can remote start it, if you're close enough with the remote itself. And of course, keyless entry. You will have intelligent access as well. So those front two doors, put your hands in the door handle, unlock the vehicle, allow you to get inside. Also works with the swing gate as well. Then there's also a knob on those two front doors as well as on the swing gate that you just press it and it'll lock the vehicle up. You don't have to get the keys out of your pocket to do that. Notice the top, carbonized gray. It has got a hard top, but it's an Oxford white hard top here. So 3 panel, or actually several panels on here, because you do have on the 4-door, you're going to have one long panel on over the second row, and then the first row, 2 separate sections there. You will get storage bags for those 2 front panels, whether it be a 2-door or 4-door version. And of course, the 2-door version will be the same way. So it'll be Oxford white painted hardtop, rear defrost with rear wiper as well to go along with that. Sound deadening headliner as well that goes along with that hardtop too. So pretty cool that you're getting that standard on the 4-door. So that is not an upgrade. It is standard equipment on the 4-door there. So 4-door or 2-door will have that same configuration. Also, privacy glass in these back windows and back glass. And you do have the Easy Fuel capless filler door, so you don't have a cap to worry about leaving behind, getting your hands dirty, anything like that. Just open that door, fill it up, and shut it when you're done. Double door systems, you don't have to worry about people getting in there because it has to have the correct size nozzle to unlock that second door in there. Moving around to the back, notice that back swing open lift gate there, or the glass, I should say, pops and swings open. Also, the intelligent access on the door handle back here. Center high-mounted stoplight as well. On the back, you will have a full-size spare. They will match all the other 4. So it'll have the same look, same design as well right here. Rear view camera coming out of that backup. The spare tire goes on. Rear view camera coming there so you can be able to see behind you as you're backing up. Also, I believe, double check my notes here because I've been going off my notes. Rear parking sensor. Also, as you're backing up, it alerts you if you get too close to anything as you're backing up with the reverse sensing. You'll have, looks like it's showing 2 tow hooks on the back, but I'm listing it as 1. I'm not sure on that one for sure, but at least 1 tow hook coming out of the back. Back there, you will have halogen tail lights back here on the back as well. And inside, you have a cargo area lights, and you also have a power point in there. Which comes in handy, and you'll have a bottle opener inside that door jamb too. So all those are going to be included in there, and just double check and make sure I got everything covered. The rear bumper is a powder coated, just like the front bumper, steel. So that's going to be also there, and then you will have trailer sway control as well that comes with the vehicle. All right, I think that's all the exterior features. Let's move inside and show you the unique look to the interior. Now as we move to the interior of the vehicle, you'll see the very unique interior look here. Of course, starting here with this, now keep in mind this does come standard with the mid package, so you're going to get illuminated entry with the ambient footwell lighting as well, so you can be able to see when you're getting inside the vehicle. Also, it's going to come with carpet flooring, front and rear, and it's going to get with unique floor liners for front and rear for the Heritage, with the Heritage logo on those. So whether you have 2-door or 4-door, you're going to have front and rear mats. Now for your seats, you will see the plaid cloth seats here. Very dedicated seats to this. Not sure if this color is right. I think it's pretty close to that color that it's going to have. So pretty cool look there. And now move around to the dash. You can see the unique look to the dash as well. So Oxford white instrument panel with the race red accents there, as you can see on the vents and the grab handles. Pretty cool on how that looks there to the vehicle. So a unique look again to this. You will get the front row heated seats, so the driver and front passenger will get heated seats. 6-way manual adjustment seat for the driver and front passenger, so there's a lever underneath on the front that allows that seat to go forward and back. Also a lever over here on the side, and that allows for that seat to go up and down for the driver and front passenger. And this other lever over here for the backrest, for allow you to recline the backrest back there too. So cool, pretty cool how that works. Now the 4-door version that we're seeing here has a 60/40 split bench seat, seats 3 back here in the back. So also the recline for that back seat as well. For that, showing the little armrest here, and I'm not showing any notes here. And actually showing that it's possibly something that's available when you have a vehicle with leather, because on the Outer Banks that was mentioned but not mentioned on these others, so I'm not positive it's going to have that. Now the 2 doors will have a 50/50 split bench seat, so it seats 2, and of course that seat will look the same as this here as well, and so pretty cool on how that all looks back here. You will have the latch system, lower anchors and tethers for children. So if you have the front facing, rear facing car seats, you can put those in here, secure them in there using the harnesses that the car seats come with. Most secure way to have them travel. If you have a front facing car seat, you can also tether a strap behind the back, and there's some hooks on the back of the seat too, so that way the top of that seat can stay back against the seat. So that's usually how that'll work. And then we'll get into some controls on the console and such here in just a little bit. So moving around back up here, power locks with the auto unlock and lock for the door. So the power lock switch is over here on the door itself. For the your steering wheel, it is a leather wrapped steering wheel. So you will have also on the steering wheel itself, you will have redundant audio controls, cruise control, and controls for the productivity screen. Manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel, so just pull a lever underneath the steering wheel. It'll go up and down, forward and back, so you can control it just right. You have an 8-inch LCD color display screen there, so it's pretty cool in how that looks. So all of them, base on up, have the same screen there with the speedometer over there, so pretty cool. Push button start to the right of the steering column. You can barely see it right in that image, so you don't have to get the keys out to get in or out or to start the vehicle, which is pretty cool there. Also, you do have the climate control. It's a dual zone climate control, so the driver and front passenger have 2 different temperatures there. Your stereo, AM FM stereo, 7 speakers with a subwoofer, upgraded for this year and carried over with this one. Sirius XM with 360L as well, with listener profiles and the super categories and everything. You will get the Sync 4 system, with the 8-inch touchscreen. This is the enhanced voice recognition one as part of the mid package. So 8-inch LCD screen, you get the wireless Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, you get cloud connectivity, you have the conversational voice commands, digital owner's manual, all those features over there, updates and everything that come along with this, and that's where your backup camera is going to come into view as well right there. Also, you get connected nav, 90-day trial, so it's going to have the on-screen navigation. You can sign up for a monthly subscription. I think I pay $90 a month, so you get that's or $9, not 90. It's like $9 or $10 a month is what I pay for connected services to get the navigation. If you want that after 90 days. And you also get the up here in the mirror, let's go to this 360 view, auto dimming rear view mirror. So it'll automatically dim that mirror, no lever to worry about or anything. If cars come up behind you with those bright lights, automatically dim the mirror. Overhead on the top of here, 2 map lights right there. You'll also get a sunglass bin up there. Your visors are illuminated visors, so they'll have a little door opens up that lights up for those vanity mirrors that are on the back side of those. And then let's see what else. Moving on down. Look at my notes real quick. See where I'm at. Okay, on the console itself, let's talk about that for a second. Can't really see all the images. Hopefully I have some other images that you can find that we have in our storage for these. But on the front part of that console, you do have the power window switches, and they're one touch up and down for all 4 of those windows. So that way you can just hard press it and it'll go down. You don't have to hold it, which is really nice, and it comes in handy. Inside you have a locking console lid here, so you can lock that up. Also inside you have a PowerPoint, and it actually is, you don't see it here, but it does mention that there is a badging for the unique heritage badging on the console itself. So I can't remember if I have any images of that or not, but you also see it up here on the console right there. That's probably what they're talking about, is actually the flow-through console, not the console lid. I was thinking it would be up here, so right there. So not sure what I was thinking. You will see a leather-wrapped boot for the manual, as well as a leather-wrapped for shift knob for the automatics if you have that. Your GOAT mode's up here for the manual. It's going to be back behind if it's an automatic. For there, and you do have the, forgot to talk about, behind the console, you will also have window switches for the rear windows for those in the back seat, as well as you'll have a 110 outlet back there and 2 USB ports, USB Type A and Type C. Sorry, moving on back to the media hub, you'll also have a USB port in there, USB Type A and C as well in there. And then you do have a locking glove box. So I kind of mentioned that these lock up, because that way you can store things in those if you need to. So that way you don't have to worry about if you have the top off, you have the windows rolled down, doors off, and that kind of thing. You have a couple of different ways to lock some storage, as well as some other accessories that we'll talk about too. And then you also do have a toolkit that usually dealer will put that in the glove box. Specific toolkit for the Bronco, so it allows you to have some tools that you can use to help you take the doors off and put some other accessories on the vehicle without having to get your own tools out and keep those on the vehicle, which is kind of comes in handy. And don't forget, you also have the Ford Pass Connect. Allows you to stay connected to the vehicle using the Ford Pass app. So it's an app, free app you download and connect your vehicle up. You can unlock your vehicle from anywhere, remote start your vehicle from anywhere, schedule remote start times, see your tire pressure, fuel, and even where your vehicle is located, all through that app. And that's where your 4 points rewards are going to be as well. So again, that's all of our standard equipment on the Heritage Edition. Again, Heritage Edition kind of takes the Big Ben equipment and expands on it, of course, with different look on the exterior accents. Plus, it also gives you the mid package included, and it's included with the Sasquatch package too. So a lot of things that are already equipped on the Heritage Edition. But let's talk about some different options that you have as well. Now we're talking about some different packages available, and as you can see, Sasquatch packages are already included, as well as the mid package. So it's a 662A equipment group for this. But there's one other package that is available, and that is the towing capability package. Click on the eye, you can see it comes with a 2-inch receiver hitch, 4-pin and 7-pin wiring as well. For the vehicle, and that helps you be able to tow up to 3,500 pounds with the vehicle. And I will tell you this, and the reason I kind of bring this up is that this could hold up your build. So I would just be wary of that. It gives, when we add this package to any of our Broncos right now, and actually bringing up a screen that's telling us that it's very constrained, it's recommending that you tell your customer to take it off of their build. So I will let you know that, but also let you know that keep in mind too that if you have this put on later at your dealer, it's not going to cost $595. It's going to be more expensive. The wiring itself, which is only a 4-pin wiring, by the way, is going to take a lot more to be able to install it than $100. So we can get the hitch for about $500, but then to wire it, it's going to cost more than 1 hour of labor. That's for sure. So just keep that in mind on this, because the wiring for this is a little bit different. I wish they would pre-wire the vehicle for us with the 4-pin wiring so that we could just add the hitch. Makes it a lot easier, but it's not going to be that easy. So just want to let you know that. So if you know you want to get the hitch, maybe get it and see how long it takes, and you can always take it off if you need to. So moving on, we'll talk about some of the standalone options next. Now we're going to start by talking about some of the powertrain options here for you and some of the mechanical options. Now we have 2 main options here. Of course, it comes standard with the 2.3 liter EcoBoost engine, and it comes standard with the 7-speed manual transmission. Again, comes standard with the Sasquatch package. You're getting front and rear locker, the 4.7 axle already. That's your only options here. So that's going to be standard, and you're going to get the full-time drive for this as well. So options are, though, you can upgrade from manual transmission to the automatic transmission. It's $15.95 to upgrade for that for your 2.3 liter. If you want to upgrade and go to the 2.7 liter, it does require to go automatic, just so you know that. So when you go to add the 2.7, it's going to add both those together, giving you a $34.90 add to the price. So keep that in mind. You might say, oh, it says $18.95 here. Well, don't forget, from the standard equipment, you're also adding the automatic transmission, and that's why it's going to be $34.90 to add up to that. So keep that in mind when you're doing that. So that's the mechanical options that you might think about upgrading to the automatic, as well as if you want to upgrade to that 2.7 liter, and what that cost is going to be for you. Now let's look at some exterior options for you. And there are, on this, when we're going through these, there are a couple options. They're either factory installed options, which are done at the factory. There's some options here that we're going to look at that are accessories, which means that there might be a Ford accessory, which you can get through Ford accessory if you want to, but if you get them from the factory, then they'll be either put on your vehicle or in your vehicle when it gets shipped out from the factory. And then you have dealer installed options, which are options where the parts are sent to the dealership, and the dealership would install them on your vehicle or put them in your vehicle as well. So let's go through these as we and kind of talk about it as we go through them. So let's talk about some roof options here for you. Now remember, whether it be a 2-door or the 4-door, it's going to come with the hardtop as standard equipment here. So you do have some options for some soft tops. So here you can get this Best Stop one. This is a nice soft retractable cover here that you can put on it. Again, they call it a dealer installed option, which means it's shipped to the dealership. Dealership would give it to you because you have the hardtop. You can't put both of them on at the same time, so they'd give it to you for you to be able to take delivery and put it on when you want to. So that is an option for you, whether you have a 2-door or a 4-door. So if you want that on a 2-door, it's not giving us, if you look in here, it usually tells us available on all Bronco trims, which is nice, and does not say that it requires 2-door or 4-door or not available. So see how this, it says not available with a soft top, so but you're getting the hard top, so it's good. So with this in here, doesn't say that. So otherwise it would say not available with the 2-door, but it's not saying that, so it should be available with the 2-door or the 4-door, because that company makes them for both. We do have this mesh shade, which is also available. So if you want to kind of have those panels off and want to give you a little bit of shade, this is an option for you. So this mesh shade here says it's not available with the cloth top, but again, you have the hard top, so it's available for you. And that is a dealer installed. So the dealer would give it to you so you can put it on when you're ready to take those tops off and want to install it on your Bronco. And you do have the Benamy top canvas as well. This is actually, I have this one. I love this one. Has a zippers on these, so that way you can put this on and put the hard top over it. So you can have this on with the hard top or the cloth top. If you decide you want to go with both, then you could do that and be able to put on. Dealer installed option, so they give it to you so you can install it. And that took me like 30 minutes to install this pretty easily. Not too difficult here, and I really like it. We do also have the retractable front row soft top. So you can see you can take off this front panel, whether it be a 2-door or a 4-door, and you can put that on. So this is also a dealer installed option so that you can put it on when you're ready to put it on. Take those 2 front panels on, put it on in place, and then you kind of have a retractable, kind of like the cloth tops do, if you want to go that route. So not available with cloth top, but again, hard top standard on these, so it's kind of nice. And we do have the dual top option. So since you're getting the white Oxford white painted hard top, you can add the soft top as well. There's no image of it there, but it does require the 4-door. Not available with the 2-door on this one. They only make the factory cloth top for the 4-door, so you would need to have the 4-door configuration for that as well here. And then moving on down, you're going to have the powder coated steel bumper, standard equipment here, and with the front bash plates. One option you will not see here is it does not have the Ford Performance modular front bumper as an option like it is on some of the other trims. So that is not available on the Heritage Edition here. We do have the roof rails here with the crossbars. So again, available on 2-door or 4-door here. And they were going to be put on at the factory. So that's a factory option for you. Here we go. Kind of mark those off as we go. It is considered a Ford accessory because you can get those later if you want and put them on yourself. But if you do get it with your build, they'll put it on the vehicle when it gets shipped out. Moving on down, we do have removable hoop step, which is kind of cool. So you can kind of see what that looks like right there. 2-door or 4-door, it's available. You would take off, of course, Sesson does it. They would have to take off those other running boards to put these on if you go that route. So that's an option for you. So you can add that to yours. So if you want a different running board option, that would be it right there. And that is a factory installed option, so it would be put on at the factory before it's shipped out. Wheel locking kit is a dealer installed option. So they give you 5 locking lug nuts, 1 for each of the 4 wheels, or 5, because you're 1 in the back as well. So that way you can lock it in so they can't steal it off the back of the Bronco as well. and so the dealer would go ahead and install one of those on each of those wheels if you decide to go with that. That is a dealer installed option. It's an accessory. You can always add it yourself later and get it through Ford Accessories if you'd like. Also, you do have the engine block heater. That is a factory option. So if you're thinking you're going to want that, live in a cold weather state, want to keep the engine warm, this is something you can add on your build. $100 to add that on there from the factory. Keyless entry keypad. This is actually an accessory, but would be put on at the factory if you want the keypad entry. Does come with body color on the outside of that, which is kind of cool. For this year, $110 for that, and of course, like I said, it would be put on the vehicle before it gets shipped out. LED headlights with the LED signature lighting. So if you want the LED signature lighting, that's the outer ring right there. This is $795 for that option. Again, remember this is based off of the kind of the Big Ben trim, so you can add the LED lights on this trim, whereas you can't do that on the Black Diamond, and they're standard on your Outer Banks. So there you go, you can add that as an option too. And again, that's a factory installed option. You would want that done at the factory. So now let's go ahead and move on to some of the interior options. Now, moving down to some interior options, a lot like the exterior ones, where some of these are dealer installed options and some are accessories that you can always get later. So moving on down, we do have this cargo area storage trunk. So this is showing this in here. On all the other trims, this was only available on the 2-door, but for the Heritage Edition, it's available on the 4-door only, not available on the 2-door. Not sure why. Doesn't make sense to me. It does say it's saying not available on the Sasquatch, but on the Black Diamond for some reason. But also it's not available with the slide-out tailgate and not available with the cargo area protector. But on the 4-door Heritage, it is available for you. That is a believe that is a dealer installed option. The dealer would ship it ahead of time. The dealership would install it for you. The cargo area protector, you can see this. This is actually a Ford accessory that would be put in the vehicle from the factory. Not available with the swing out tailgate because of the design of this and everything. But there you go, available on 2-door or 4-door though. Excuse me. Moving down, first aid kit. Ford accessories would go in the would be shipped ahead of time. It's called a dealer installed option because they would take these out of the box it comes in, put them in the bag for you, and put it in your vehicle. Or you can just get it through Ford Accessories later if you want to. So about the same price. Auxiliary switches. This is a factory installed option. So this is one you'd want to get that from the factory if you want those pre-wired auxiliary switches for you for any kind of LED lights or any extra accessories you want to put on the vehicle and have them wired straight into these switches so you can just turn that on. This is a nice and again factory installed option. I would go ahead and put it on there if you want to. It does replace the sunglass bin up here. So just you notice that will disappear on this. So. We do have the upgraded front and rear carpeted floor mats. No images, so I'm not sure what kind of upgrade you get there. But on some models, you only get front floor mats. This makes it you get front and rear for like the 2-doors. But again, you would it'd be upgraded from your other carpeted mats. I would probably stay with the ones that come with them because they're unique with the Heritage logo on them instead of going this route. But that is an option if you'd like to, and that's going to be put. I believe those are coming from the factory, so they'd be put in the vehicle when it gets shipped out. Slide out tailgate. So this is also a Ford accessories that would be put on the vehicle at the factory. Does require 4-door version there, and not available with the dual tops or the cargo area protector. So not sure why on the dual tops, but there you go. So that's an option for you if you want to add that to your 4-doors. You can do that. You do have down here the cargo area rug. Almost skipped over it. So this rug here can be available for you. Cargo area rug is a dealer installed option, so it'll be shipped to the dealership ahead of time. Only available on the 4-door, not the 2-door versions there. Moving down, storage bags for the front row and door panels. So if you want door panels or door bags, this you want to add this option. So that way you'd get the two for the roof panels as well as for the doors, so you can stow them back here for your 4-door models. Not available for the 2-door. This is just an option for the 4-door, and those bags will be Ford accessories, but I did find they were difficult to find in 21 when I got mine, so you might want to order those from the factory. Shouldn't hold up your build and would be thrown in with your vehicle when it gets shipped out from the factory. The tailgate table. This is not available with a swing out tailgate for you, so you can put that on the back there. That would be a dealer installed option. So also not available with the swing out tailgate, available on 2-door or 4-door Bronco though. Moving on down, you do have storage bag, roof bag, second row panel. For your 4-door models, you can add this second panel for that second row. So if you want that, this is the bag you'd want. Again, not available with the 2-door because you wouldn't have that middle row, but this in here will be is available for the 4-door models. Let's see here, what else? So some of the main accessories. I want to go over here to the 2-door because there is something that's available on the 2-door that's not available on the 4-door. Under the interior options, and that is this cargo, the storage for the fixed lid, so fixed one at the top. So you can see, kind of gives you the side walls and the fixed that doesn't move up and down. That is available. As you can see here, it's not available with the 4-door Heritage Edition, but available on the 2-door. So keep that in mind. So that is available for you, and that is something that's going to be put on by the dealership for you. Requires 2-door and not available with the cargo area protector because of these bolts that are bolted in for you there. So there you go. That's an option on the 2-door that's not available. So I think other than that, I think everything else. A couple other things to note down here at the bottom. You do have connected navigation for 90-day trial is going to be standard, but if you want for $700, you can prepay for 3 years of service. So you get 3 years already for navigation for $695. So it's called the connected built-in navigation. So you're getting 3 years of service for free, and then after that, you'll need to sign up. And so you want to get that, of course, from the factory as well. It's factory installed option there for you. Now, a couple other things to note about the navigation for right now. The order guide does have an option for navigation removal, and that's because if there's any kind of parts constraints like there was in 22, there was a time where they, on the stock Broncos anyway, you couldn't get that because it took it off because of microchip issues. So they have that option in there, not required yet, but if any time that they have any microchip issues, that could be a possibility for them to make dealers add that option to your build. So just keep that in mind as more of an awareness than anything at this point, but it's not an option, as you can see in here, for that right now. And the other thing is a front license plate bracket. If you're in a state that requires a front license plate bracket, it is a no charge option if you have it, or I mean it's already included as standard equipment. But if you're in a state like Kansas that doesn't require a front license plate, it is a no charge optional equipment. So you want to make sure you add it if you want it, if you live in those states. If you're ordering from an out-of-state dealer that doesn't require a front license plate, make sure you tell them to add it to it because they will install it for you at free. They cannot charge you to have the install as well as the license plate bracket. So keep that one in mind. Also, something that's not showing on the website, well, actually, it would be, we passed over it up here. Something else I need to cover on the interior up here. Where is it? Here. It says storage bag, 2-door, roof porthole panel. Not sure what that looks like, but that is a modular porthole panel. That is available on the 2-door, so keep that in mind as well. That's new for this year, requires 2-door. And also the body armor, is it in here? Did I miss it? It's not showing it in here for some reason, but there is on the 2-door models, you can get the body armor protective moldings. So they'll go on the vehicle and kind of protect it. They're 3M, they go on, they would be in dealer installed. They'd put on, it does say in here requires a 2-door, which on the other, it didn't require the 2-door or the 4-door. I'm not sure why, but that's also something you can get afterwards through Ford Accessories if you'd like. But that, I think, covers all of our optional equipment for you for the Heritage Edition. So there's all of our standard equipment and the different packages available, and even the tow package there for you for the Heritage Edition, which is new for this year. So if this is something you're thinking you're wanting to do, hopefully this video did help you out and give you that information. So if you have a 22 current order that's being rolled over to 23, you can make changes to your order. It does not affect your timestamp, does not affect your private offer or anything like that. You can make changes to this trim if you'd like to by contacting your dealer and saying you would like to make that change for 23. And you would like to go with this trim for 23. So people with a 22 that did not get scheduled, they get the first chance at getting a 23 Heritage Edition. Now, I will also tell you on this, this is a late availability. So when at the very launch of 23, when they start scheduling 23s, which they started doing just this last week, it will not schedule because it's a late availability option in trim. So it might be a couple months before you can get scheduled. So keep that in mind. You might have to wait a little bit for this one. if you want this trim, just to make you aware of that. Now, those for wanting a new 23 order, hopefully pretty soon, we should be able to put that in. And this gives you an option. You will have the availability to order this as well. They're trying to give all the people for 22 option for this and the Everglade and some of these other trims first before opening up for the new orders. And this is not, the Heritage Edition is not limited. There is a Heritage Limited Edition, but not this. This is open up. It's not going to be capped at 1,966 units. This in here is open up just like any of the other trims here, giving you that unique look to it. So if you're looking at doing that, that's going to be available for you when the order banks open up for 23, which we don't know when that'll be yet. They have been telling us fourth quarter. We think it'll be after November 21st, which is the deadline for the 22 order conversions. So we think it'll be probably sometime in December would be our guess at this point. But we'll keep you updated. Stay tuned for us. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you have that notification turned on so that way if it does come out, we'll put a video out and let you know that as well if you want to check back with that. So now if you are wanting to put an order in with us, you can. We do MSRP pricing. We have one flat dealer fee of $500. We add nothing else to ours. No protective coating or anything that required to get or anything else. No aftermarket things and add-ons that we make you get. If you want to purchase them, it's really your choice, and they're voluntary on that if you want to do that. Now, also, we do have a special offer for our YouTube viewers. If you want to get a vehicle from us, you live out of state, we can ship it to you. If you finance a vehicle with us at standard rates, then we will pay the first $1,000 of the shipping cost to help ship it to your door. So keep that in mind. Or travel expenses. If you want to fly in and drive it home, a lot of people have been doing that and enjoying the trip home. Find some trails along the way. We'll pay for some of the flight expenses here, as well as we need to. If it's a long ways away, you need a hotel, we'll help pay for the first $1,000 of travel expenses here as well to pick up your vehicle. So keep that in mind too. So that's available for you. So just reach out to us if you want to do that. And we are, again, doing MSRP pricing for all of our Bronco orders. So keep that in mind. Hopefully you have a good local dealer, but if you don't, you want to work with us, we're here to help you. I will tell you right now, we have about 67 22 conversions that are rolling over to 23, but we're getting about double that allocations for this model year is the prediction that Ford has for us. So we can still take about another 60, 70 orders and still get them built within this model year, hopefully. So we're in a good position now, a lot better than we were last year in getting a lot of these ordered and built, and that was Ford's goal, is to get them all the ones from previous year models taken care of, so they can kind of start new here. So we should be able to take some orders for you and get them even built within this model year, which is great news to hear. So again, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget, you can find us on social media. We're at McArthur, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. In fact, if you want to follow us on Facebook, we do a live stream every Thursday night at 6 p.m. And on those live streams, it's a full blitz of answering questions that you have on production, on product information, and everything that I answer for you. We do 1 hour of Q&A, so we try to kind of rapid fire and try to answer as many as I can, and it might go a little past an hour because I want to make sure I answer everybody's questions, but we'll do that on that live stream or on that Facebook Live. Also on our YouTube channel right here, why you want to be subscribed and hit that notification turned on, is we do a live stream every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. where we do answer questions live, but before that, we go into production information, updates, keep you going on any changes to production, any changes that need to be done on orders, any constraints that your order might have on there, and things to think about. So if you have a vehicle on order with us or with even another dealer, it might be a good thing for you to come over and ask your questions about anything with your order as well, and I could answer those to you on Tuesday nights too. So a couple different avenues for you to check out that we do live. So again, also if you want to, you can follow me too on social media. You can see my Linktree account down there. So Ford Video Guy, and you can find all the different places. You can find me on social media in one little spot right there, and connect with me that way and stay connected on what's going on with me as well as with the dealership here and the different videos and different things that we have going on here. So again, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. We have some more coming on. We still have the Badlands, we have the Wild Track, we have the Everglades. Still got a couple others that we need to cover. So come on back. Until the next video, we'll see you later.